Hey guys, it's Cody, and this is my best friend, Des, slash, like, sister, because we're basically siblings, is how our relationship goes.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I just wanted to bring her here to talk to her and ask her some questions, because, as you know, like, transition kind of not only affects your life, but it kind of affects people around you's life in certain aspects. So, yeah, Des, how has my transition affected, I'll go with our relationship, like, if at all?
I think it's definitely affected our relationship in a positive light. I feel like you're a lot more confident now, especially since your surgery. Pretty much immediately after that, you started to feel happier, and it really showed in your attitude and the way you carried yourself. You walk taller. You don't shrink your shoulders anymore like you used to. Walk around like this all the time.
Well, that's what happens when you have boobies.
I know. Yeah, so that it's really cool to see you more confident, make your own decisions, and like really just know that you're worth a lot, and like to love yourself more. I feel like you're loving yourself a lot more than you used to, and making better decisions these days. And that comes with the confidence that you get from finally embracing your true identity and who you really are. So that's nice because that affects me. That makes me happy because, you know, when you're a best friend, you're always worrying about someone being unhappy with themselves and hating themselves and just pretty much struggling with existing. So it's nice to see you really coming into your own and developing this whole new identity. But at the same time, you still stayed my best friend, you know, and you haven't really changed. Like the core of who you are hasn't really changed much. I feel like, if anything, who you've always wanted to be is coming out more because you're able to really accept that it's okay to be who you are, even if that doesn't make everyone happy.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is the biggest struggle with transition, is because, like, at one end, you're trying to, like, convince people that you're still the same person. But then on this other end, it's like you do change. You, like...
Yeah.
So it's hard to embrace that and then not have to worry about, like, trying to convince them, like, oh, I'm the same person. But then it's like, but you should let yourself grow into this person that you've never been able to let out from inside.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it feels like you're just so much more secure in your own skin, and you're like, you kind of used to be like a lost little puppy dog. And now you're like a Doberman. And you're just like, you don't take shit from anybody anymore. And it's really nice. It's because you really used to. Yeah. So I think that tea has definitely helped you with that. Like, just be willing to live like, you know what? No, this is my life, and I'm going to live it the way I want. And that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's almost like, it's not necessarily like the effects of tea, but it's just like all of this things in your life start to align, and I just feel so much more at peace with myself. So it just allows me to, like, stand my ground, or just like
stand up for yourself.
Yeah, or just, yeah, I can't even really describe it.
It makes sense. Sorry, I didn't mean like that tea was causing you to do that. I just mean like because you had the surgery and now you're on testosterone, so your life is coming together.
Yeah.
The way you want it to, and so now that your puzzle pieces are aligning, it's just like you are a whole Cody.
Yeah.
And it's really great to see.
Or it's like before I'd kind of just like let things happen, whereas now it's like this, I've taken control of like my life.
Yeah.
And I want things a certain way. I mean, there's a balance. There's some things that you have to let happen and you can't control it. Yeah. But if there is something that I can control for my best interest, I'm going to take control of that.
Yeah, it's great. It's nice to see you doing that. I'm proud of you.
Anyways.
Did you have another question?
Have you noticed, like, any emotional changes in me since starting testosterone? Like, I know there's those little, like, shake life by the horns, and...
You wanted to say balls.
I did want to say balls.
It's all right. You're a man. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes time for your shot, you get a little, just a little stressed sometimes. But I think that's just the effects of the hormones, and that's the usual. But other than that, no, I haven't really seen much emotional. Just that you're a lot more emotionally strong and you don't cower to people. And that definitely is your emotions,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I definitely used to just, like, let things slide a lot, which it's not that I have a difference in, like, how I feel now. It's just, like, I express it more, and I don't let people walk on me, or, like, I don't screw myself over to help someone else, or, like, that could be seen as more selfish, I guess.
That's okay, because I think you had to learn to be selfish.
Yeah.
This is getting really deep.
We're getting deep.
Any more questions? This is a long one. Sorry, guys.
Long one.
I'm not sorry, actually. This is a good conversation.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag.
Oh, no.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
I was going to ask you something else.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, so Des is also my shot giver. I would like to pretend that I'm, like, brave enough to give myself my own shot, but I'm not. So how is that? How is it giving me a shot in my ass?
It's actually okay, because I don't actually see your whole ass. I see the upper left quadrant of each cheek. And, my first
it's my
time...
best asset.
My first time giving to you, I was really scared because I was like, oh my god, I don't even like needles. But my mother-in-law's a nurse and she taught me, so I just kind of stuck it in there. And that's
what
it
she
was
said.
fine.
He said.
It was fine, so now I'm like confident and I'm happy to do it for you, and it's all good. And it feels good to you, right? It's not like I don't jab your tendons or anything.
No.
I do. I'm nice and...
It's been...
Sometimes we even have an audience. My family will hang out.
Yeah, I've had a lot of... I've exposed my butt to so many people lately. I think it's... I'm just going to make it a thing. If you guys want to see my butt.
Go ahead.
One day maybe we could do a video shot, but I don't know if
I think YouTube would take that down.
There's so many things.
Well, we'll see.
But yeah. Good job on the shot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways. Okay, I have 2 questions for you real quick.
Okay.
First question is, what is your favorite thing about transitioning so far?
So far, my favorite thing is I like that my voice is getting deeper. I really like that I'm getting stronger and like my muscles are more defined. It's like I'm putting in a lot of work still to like, work out and everything, but I'm getting more of like the man shape that I've always wanted.
You're really starting to look awesome.
Okay. Yeah, and then let's see what the puzzle is.
Oh yeah. Is that all you had for positives?
Oh, there was something else I was going to say. Well, I'm getting hairier. I don't know if that's a positive, depending how you look at it. But I like all the changes so far. I'm accepting that I'm most definitely likely going to go bald.
Let's get you some Rogaine.
Yeah, if that worked, there would be a lot less bald men in this world.
That's true.
But the positive of that is that I'm coming to terms with that. It's not the end of the world. I'm decently at peace with being a bald man.
Because it's still better than being a full-headed hair woman.
Exactly.
No, you're not.
Yeah. So I think the best thing so far is like peace of mind, and of course I'm going to be impatient with changes, but so far I like the changes that I see.
Good. What about your least favorite aspect of transitioning?
Least favorite? I would say the social aspects of it. I think it's hard when people aren't really educated on gender or have never really been around someone who's trans, or they don't use the right name. Like,
even though they know it.
Yeah, even though they know that you're transitioning and they know that you've changed your name and they still use your birth name, you're kind of just like,
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, because it's almost like like someone's poking you like this, and you tell them to stop, but they don't.
It's rude.
Exactly, it's rude.
Very rude.
So that's how that feels. Only now it's less of a poke and it's more of like
I'm gonna
a
punch
stab. Yep, we're siblings.
Well, but you're standing up for yourself more right now and requesting that people really do use your name.
I try. At work, it's a little harder.
Well, hopefully they'll learn to respect you and your wishes and who you are.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for inviting me onto your video, buddy.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Don't come on the video.
Stop it, you weirdo.
Sorry.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.